everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. It is Thursday, October 25th, which means that there's only 6 days left until Halloween. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the Halloween intro of this year's Zenfolio Live. And I, if you can't tell, am super excited about Halloween coming up. So today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about price list phasing. So we're going to be talking about how can you encourage clients to place additional orders by adding new products. So I'm going to show you how to build your price list phases, how to create email templates, how to set reminders so that you can get all this to work for you. So you're encouraging your clients to come back to their galleries and place more orders by offering them new products rather than discounting the products that you already have. Now, a couple of other announcements before we get started. If you guys didn't notice, yesterday pre-order went out for all selling accounts. So if you have a selling account with Zenfolio, you now have access to our pre-order feature, which is under selling and pre-order. And if you're not familiar with how to use it, go back a couple of weeks in Zenfolio Live. We went through the pre-order process and I showed you how to set it up and how to use it. So make sure that you go back and you check out that live stream. There's a couple of you guys already hanging out with us in chat. So we've got Joseph hanging out with us, Roxanne, Mike, and Home Phone, and Doug. Hey guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. If you have any questions along the way, definitely please make sure that you get those in the chat so I can get those answered for you guys live. And then the last thing is that we put out a blog post yesterday. Definitely go check it out. There's a link to it in the description. It's called 10 Tips to Improve Your SEO. And this is part 1, so I'm assuming that means there's going to be a part 2 coming out soon. I'm not sure when, but keep an eye out for that. And then there's also a new video out as well on our YouTube channel called Placing Orders from Your Photographer. It's a video you can share with your clients. Kayla made it for us. It's a really awesome video. You can share it with your clients and have them, it'll help them place orders through your Zenfolio account. But let's go ahead and just jump into talking about price list phasing and how all this works. All right, so let me switch over here. There we go. Okay, so here we are in Zenfolio, and the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to create our price list phases. So what I mean by that is we're going to have 3 different price lists. We're going to have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And now what we're going to do to create these is we're going to actually start backwards and create phase 3 first, because that's going to be the price list that actually has the most product, or the most products on it. And then we're going to take some off and duplicate the price list. So to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to selling, and then I'm going to click on price list, and we're just going to go ahead and add a new blank price list. And I'm just going to call this one, let's say that we're doing this for wedding clients. So I'm going to call this Weddings Phase 3. Again, like I said, because this is actually going to be the last price list that we're going to use. It's the final phase in this kind of cycle that I'm setting up. So next, what we're going to do is add our products in. Now, I walked a lot of you guys through building price lists before, so I'm going to kind of go through this quickly because there's a lot that we need to cover. If you've never made a price list before or you're not sure some of the options, definitely please make sure that you let me know in the chat, and I'll try to slow down and point out some of the options. But also make sure that you go back and watch the videos that are on our channel. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to create phase 3 price list first. So we're going to go up here. We're going to click add products. I'm going to choose a specific vendor so that I have the same vendor. We're just going to add all of the products that we want to offer our clients in the final phase. So this should be your largest price list with the most products. So let's say that here we want to have, 4x6s, 5x7s, 8x10s, and 16x20s, and we'll go ahead and add those in really quick. And I'm just going to click add them in, and then I'm going to go to the pricing formula and go ahead and just do a quick markup using the pricing formula. All right, now again guys, keep this in mind. This is going to be your largest price list. So this is the final price list that your clients are going to get to with all of the products. And so now that we've got some print options in here, let's go ahead and add a couple of other things. Let's add some home decor. Maybe we'll do some canvas prints in here. Let's see. We'll do that, and we'll just do a 16 by 20. And we'll add that in here. And I'm going to do the same thing and just quickly do a really quick markup on these as well, because we really just want to get this price list built. And then let's go in here and let's add some photo gifts. Like we'll do a calendar. We'll do this. We'll add in some other things really quick and just add these in here. All right, and guys, I know I'm zooming through it. Like I said, I've really got to get this done so we can make sure that we get everything covered. All right, so we're going to add a markup to that. And then we're going to go down here and go ahead and set up our quick shop. So it's set up to automatically select 10 products over. You guys know I like to be strategic when I set this up. So I'm just going to select everything really quick and make sure that it's all over here. And then if this was an actual price list that I was really setting up for a client, obviously we would probably have some more products, and I would come back and kind of organize these by whatever has the highest profit margin. I would probably go ahead and put that up top. This is just to get this done really quick. And then let's go ahead and add some packages in here. I should have some packages created, so let me get to that. And I will get these packages added in here really quick. All right. And so now we have those packages added in here. So for this price list, this, like I said, it's phase 3. This price list has prints, it has packages, it has some home decor, it has some photo gifts. So lots of different things in this price list. And so now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and save this price list. And you can see right here, it says weddings phase 3. So now I'm going to create my phase 2 and my phase 1 price list. And to do that really easy, all I have to do is duplicate phase 3, remove some products, save it as phase 2, and then repeat that process again for phase 1. Now, for those of you guys who are scratching your head thinking, what is this guy doing? I promise you it's all going to make sense here in a little bit when we start talking about walking your clients through these different phases. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate this one. And I'm just going to change this name to Weddings Phase 2. And honestly, what you might want to do is you might want to even put the phase number at the beginning. It just depends on, what you look at first. But, if you're only going to have one price list for everybody, you might want to have the phase number up here. But this is phase 2. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to remove, we're going to think about what we want to advertise to our clients in phase 2. And so I think what we're going to do in phase 2 is we're going to have the home decor items come in, but we're going to have those photo gifts removed from this. So I'm just going to remove all of these photo gifts and maybe remove a print size. So I'm just kind of removing stuff at random. Obviously, you would want to be more strategic and think about what products you're offering to your client at what time. All right, so I've removed some items from here. I'm just going to save this price list. And then I'm going to do that same thing again. I'm going to duplicate Wedding Phase 2 right here. We're going to call this Wedding Phase 1. And guys, this process is not going to work for everybody. Everybody has their different ways of doing things. This is just one way that I've seen things work, and it works really good. You can definitely take what I'm doing and kind of adapt it to fit your needs. So this is going to be Weddings Phase 1, and this is going to be our starting price list. So now I've got this, and now I want to minimize this down by maybe removing some of the home decor items here, or I could remove all of them if I wanted. And maybe just take a look and see what I have. Looks like I've only got one print option here. Let's add a couple more to this really quick, just so we have them on here. All right. Okay. So now we've got these different print options in here. We've got price list phase 1 created. So let me just save this. So just a quick recap. we have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And so you can see here as it kind of goes up, price list 1 has 5 products. Price list 2 has 5 products. That's weird. Let me go back and see what is going on in here and why they have the same amount. They should definitely not have the same amount. So other products, we do not want to offer other products. There we go. And then let's save that. All right, there we go. So now phase 1 has 3 products, phase 2 has 5, and phase 3 has 12. Okay, so we've got our phase price list created. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to set up our reminder email templates. Because basically the process is this, right? You get a client, you get their gallery online, you put phase 1 price list on that gallery. They have that for so long, and then after a period of time, whatever that is, you're going to switch their price list over to phase 2, which adds some new products in there, and you're going to send them an email and let them know, hey, there's been some new products added to your gallery. Go check it out now, and hopefully that encourages them to go in and buy these new products. And you're going to do the same thing again on phase 3, but doing that for a lot of different clients can start to be a lot to keep track of. And so what I'm going to show you is some ways that you can set up reminders and email templates to do all of this. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do now is we're going to go in and we are going to create our email templates for our clients. So I'm going to go up here to go up here to communication. We're going to go to email communications, and I'm only going to do this for phase 1 and phase 2, just so you guys can see how I'm doing it, and then I can show you the setup process through this. All right, so we're going to go here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here to the gallery invite. I'm going to click customize, and then I'm going to copy this because I want to steal all of this text right here because I'm going to use some of that later on. All right. Now we're going to scroll down and we're going to click on new template underneath custom email templates. And so I'm going to call this template weddings phase 1 invite. All right. And this email template is going to be basically just a gallery invite with a link to that particular gallery, wherever you're sending this email from. Now, on the subject line, you'd want to put something. I'm just going to put your photos are ready to be viewed. Okay, there we go. So we've got an email template set up, and it's basically just inviting the clients to that wedding gallery. So we're going to hit save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here just like we did with the price list, but I'm going to duplicate this template right here by clicking the copy button. Let me zoom in here a little bit, guys. By clicking this copy button right over here, and we're going to make one that says wedding invite phase 2. All right. And you probably want to actually spell things right. Unlike me, which I tend to mess up quite a bit. Thankfully, you guys are pretty forgiving on that. Now, on wedding phase 2 invite, we want to change this up a little bit because we're no longer really inviting the clients to their gallery. This is more of letting the clients know, hey, there are some new products that are available in your gallery. Why don't you come check them out and hopefully place some more orders? So for the subject line, we're going to say new products available now in your gallery. All right. And then down here in the body, you would want to change this up a little bit to say, I have added some new products to your gallery. Click the link below to check them out. Obviously, you guys can probably come up with some better emailing terminology than that. I'm just kind of throwing something together. Hopefully, you kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to do. So we are creating wedding phase invite 2. All right. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to save that. And that is the invite that we're going to be sending to our clients. Well, the next thing that we want to do is we want to create an email template to remind ourselves that we need to change this up. That way we get emails that let us know when we need to change the price list on these different client galleries. So what I'm going to do is just go to new template right here, template name, phase change reminder. And then here you can put gallery is ready to change phase, whatever you want to put. If you are really good at setting up email filters, you can create these email templates with some keywords in there to kind of trigger an email filter that will let you know when you get one of these emails. So these are reminder email templates for yourself. It's all going to come together in a minute, guys, I promise. Just hang tight with me. And so now what we're going to do down here is we're just going to say this gallery is ready to move to phase 2, and then paste gallery link right here. All right. And this email is coming to us, so it doesn't need to be nice and pretty and perfect. It just needs to serve a purpose. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this template down here at the bottom. And you would want to go ahead and create a couple more templates for each phase so that you have them in here. But let's go ahead and get started on what this process looks like. So let's go to Photos. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to our wedding gallery in here. So I'm going to go to Clients. We're going to go to 2018. We're going to go in here to weddings. And then I could do this on the event if I were or on the group, if I was emailing out a group to people. But I'm just going to do this for this first wedding gallery right here. So what I would do is I would click on the gallery, go ahead and make sure that this gallery has my phase 1 price list. So we're not going to click that button. Let me just stop this. What we're going to do is click price list right here. Say allow ordering from my price list, and we're going to apply wedding phase 1 and hit save. Okay, so now this has that phase 1 price list where it was like, I don't remember, it was 3 or so products. Obviously you guys would probably want to have more. I was just trying to quickly really create those demo price lists just so you get an idea of what it would look like. But we've applied that price list on here. So now what you would do is you would go to email gallery, and this is where you would want to send out that initial gallery invite out to your clients. So this is not the invite for you. This is the email out to your clients. You would put their email in here, go ahead and send it out, and then they can come in and start ordering from their gallery. Now, after you do that, the next step is where you're going to start setting up your reminders for you to change the price list over. So we've already sent out the initial gallery invite. Now we're going to go up here and we're going to select phase change reminder right here. Now, once we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to put our email address in this. So I'm going to put zenvisitor@gmail.com, and then we're going to put, you know, this gallery is ready to move to phase 2. We're going to paste in the gallery link. Now, the gallery link, you're actually going to grab the link that's right up here because this is your link inside of your account. So when you get this email, you'll actually have a link that will take you right to this particular gallery in Zenfolio, where you can easily just click up there and change that price list over. So we're going to paste that link right in here and do that. And then we just need to figure out how long do you want to wait until you want to change over to that next phase or that next price list. So let's say we want to give the clients, you know, 3 weeks, and then we're going to update to that next phase. So we would go right up here to schedule to send, and we could say, okay, so let's see, let's do 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So let's do on Monday the 12th right here. This is when that email is going to get sent to me to change this gallery over to phase 2. I'll go ahead and continue to preview and then just schedule that email right here. And now that email is going to be scheduled to be sent out. And so now after you do that, next you can either wait till you get that email and you actually change the price list over, or you can go ahead and set up your client email now for that phase 2 price list. Either way, it's up to you. If you're already in here, you're doing it, you might as well go ahead and do that. So you can go right here and we're going to say weddings phase 2 invite. And then we would put the client's email here, gmail.com. We would choose the schedule to send. And now we're going to want to make sure that we don't send this on that date that we have the email to change it. We want to make sure that we give ourselves time to actually get in there and make that change before the client gets this email. So we're going to choose schedule, and I think I set that one up for the 12th. I think is what day it was. I can't remember now, but I'm just going to go ahead and schedule this email to go out on Tuesday at, let's say, 11 a.m. All right, and we go down here, hit continue to preview, and then we can schedule that email. So the client got the initial invite, they came to their gallery, they made their initial purchases or whatever, and then in a couple of weeks we're going to get that email reminder that says, hey, this gallery is ready to move on to phase 2. That email is actually going to have the link to this gallery in our account. We can go right there, change that price list over to the next phase, and then that client email will go out again, letting them know, hey, we've added some new products to your gallery. Come in here and check them out and hopefully spend some more money with us. So guys, that's price list phasing. I've seen it work really, really nice. It can definitely be adapted and modified to fit your specific needs, depending on how much time you want to allow between, depending on what products you want. It's a really great tool to get clients to come back into their galleries and make more purchases without having to discount products. So those of you guys who've been hanging around the live stream for a while, you know that when I start talking about price lists, I start talking about leaving room to add new products later on as you go. And this is exactly why I say that. That way you are creating reasons for clients to come back into the gallery other than just discounting the products that you've already offered to them. All right. Sorry it was so long today, guys, but I had to try to get through it. Let me go back and check on you guys in chat and make sure I'm not missing anybody here. So let's see. Go back up. A lot of you guys hanging out today with us. Let's see. Home Phone says aloha. J-Lax says I'm here too. Tom England, hello everyone. We've got Cheryl hanging out with us moderating. Hey guys, what do you think that Cheryl should be for Halloween? Let her know in the chat. Also, if you guys have any really cool Halloween traditions, let me know. I'm actually about to take my family later on today. We're going to go walk through a historic downtown and do one of the ghost tours. But if you guys have any really cool Halloween traditions, let me know in the chat. And also tell Cheryl what you think she should be for Halloween. Let's see. J-Lack says, thank you. My question, creating an email template, I would like to sometime include a picture. How can I do that? So with an email template currently through Zenfolio, there's not really a way to do that. One of the things that you might notice is if you send an email from a gallery, it does include the first couple of images in that email. So if you've got a gallery, so let's just say for the homepage right here, let's say maybe you want to include some images in your email. You can put it in a gallery. You could set up a gallery for emailing from, put that image in the gallery, and then just go to email. And then let me just put in an email in here really quick, email@email.com. And if you'll notice, those images are showing up here. Now you can't customize it. You can't do any really HTML, changing the size and all that. But if you want to show kind of an image there in the header of your email, you can do it from a gallery invite. Now, obviously, if you're not actually wanting people to go to this gallery, you're just kind of doing a newsletter, you would want to make sure that you, change all of this text up, including the links. And then two, whenever you hit this, make sure that you uncheck the option. I think it's up here. That'll actually remove the photos, so you don't want to do that. But you can use a gallery invite to show the images that are in that gallery. So, you know, if you want to create something in Photoshop, make it the first image in there, it will show up on that email. But like I said, unfortunately, Jay, at the moment, that's about it. There's not much you can do. You can't, you know, there's no way to put, like I said, HTML or images actually in the template. Definitely something that we're looking at. I just don't have any timeline information for that. But hopefully that kind of answers your question. Let's see. D Moore says, what up, Zenfolio family? Hey, D, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Roxanne says, I missed the whole intro. Oh, Roxanne, you missed the Halloween intro. Hopefully you guys like that one. Next week, you know, I wanted to make sure that I got to you guys before Halloween. I know next Thursday is the day after Halloween, and for some reason it just didn't seem quite right doing the whole Zenfolio Live Halloween after Halloween, so I wanted to make sure I did it before. All right, let's see. Isaac says, oh, now I'm late. Hey, Isaac, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. East Coast VA Beach. Yes, I'm an East Coaster as well. Roxanne says, Robert, do customers get charged shipping for every different provider? Yes, they do, Roxanne. So if you build a price list and that price list has products from different labs on it, if your clients place an order and, you know, some of the products are coming from Impic, some of them are coming from Zenfolio US, each one of those labs are going to charge their own shipping. So that's why when I talk about building a price list, it's so important to make sure that you go in and you choose a specific lab to build that price list from. So just so you guys are clear, let me show you really quick kind of what I'm talking about. We're going to go up here to selling and we're going to build a price list really quick from scratch. We're not really going to build it all the way. I'm just going to show you really quick. So thank you, Trashman. All right, demo 2 here really quick. All right, so what we're going to do is just click add products. And now when you first get started doing this, a lot of times when you click that add products button, up in the top right corner over here, you're going to see all vendors. And so if you add products from this screen, you could have products coming from different vendors. The best way to avoid that is to make sure that you click up here and you say, you know what, I only want to offer products from this vendor. And then no matter what you choose here, it's all going to come from that vendor, and you don't have to worry about your clients getting charged multiple shipping fees. So that is my suggestion. But Roxanne, again, to answer your question, yes, each vendor lab in here will charge their own shipping fee. All right, let me get back to my photos page really quick. And let's see. Sharon Smith says, hi all. Hey Sharon, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Stephanie Valdez says, pretty gallery. Stephanie Valdez. Okay, so do you make sure to get the client's email to attach to the gallery? Absolutely, Stephanie. I always try my best to make sure that I'm getting my clients' emails. And another thing that you can do as well is you can also turn on visitor sign-in to collect anybody's emails that go in there. But as a photographer doing business online, you definitely want to do your absolute best to try to make sure that you're getting clients' emails. Preferably, especially if you're a wedding photographer, at least both the bride and the grooms, because you're always going to have that one person who can't figure out how to find an email if it went into their spam filter or something like that. But definitely 100%, I would absolutely say do your best to get your clients' email addresses if it's at all possible. All right, let's see. Denise Stewart says, Dom D Photography, Springfield, Massachusetts. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Home Phone says Cheryl should be a mod boss. Well, she's the mod boss, at least every day here. Let's see. JLax says, perfect. Thank you. Gallery invite. That's what I need. Exactly. Yeah. So if you use that, you can actually include those images there in the invite. All right, guys. Well, I'm all caught up with you guys here on chat, at least at the minute. We've got about 30 more minutes left. I'm going to grab some email questions really quick. But for those of you guys who are watching the recorded version of this, we'd love to have you come hang out with us on a live stream one day. But I know that not everybody can just stop what they're doing and jump on here. So I definitely appreciate those of you guys who do come hang out with me live. But those of you guys watching the recorded version, use the link in the description below so you can keep sending me your email questions, and I will answer those on the following week, like I'm about to do right now. All right. So I got an email question here. It says, should I password protect all of my client galleries? That's a really great question, guys. It's definitely something that has come up a lot. So my first thing is to say, myself included in this, when I first got into photography, and especially doing it online with clients, I just kind of automatically assumed that I should password protect all of my client galleries. And while that's not a bad practice, a better practice is to get into the habit of asking your client, right? If you, and put it in your contract of service, you know, do you want your gallery password protected, or is it okay for it to be public and searchable? And the reason I say that is because if you have clients who don't mind their gallery being public, you now have a lot of images that you can keyword and that you can categorize that's going to help your SEO as long as you have it set to be searchable. So if your clients are okay with you leaving their gallery password or, you know, public and easy to be accessible, it's definitely going to help the SEO of your website, because like I said, you've got all those images. You can go in, you can keyword them, you can, you know, categorize them, and search engines are going to find that information, and it's going to help improve your search rankings. Now, when it comes to things like underage kids, you know, as a rule of thumb, usually I just automatically password protect those galleries if the clients had children with them, just because I want to make sure that everybody is safe. But for, you know, an engagement session or just a portrait session, I always make sure to ask the client, do they want it to be password protected, or are they okay with it being public? Because it can be really helpful to have those photos available. You know, you can also have those photos on your website. So now if it's not password protected, you can have them somewhere on your site menu, so people who are visiting your website can now see some recent shoots that you've done. And it's going to help keep that portfolio up to date as well. So definitely a good practice to get into, making sure that you're always asking your clients if they want that, rather than just automatically assuming that they do. Okay, is there a way to add a photo to the contact page? So Zenfolio has a built-in contact page, and it does have a photo option there, I think. No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of a different one. Zenfolio does have a built-in contact page. Let me show you that page really quick. So if we go up to website and we go down here to built-in pages, there is a built-in contact page right here. And we can go actually customize this if you want to. Now, there's not a lot of customization options for this built-in contact page. I mean, you're pretty much looking at it right here. You can change the color. You can go up to options, you can change a few things, but there's not really an option to change and add a photo. So if you're wanting to add a photo to your contact page, what I would suggest doing is, sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. What I would suggest doing is doing a custom page. Now, there's actually a tutorial on this on our YouTube channel, and I think we even did a live stream on it sometime early this year or last year. But we actually go and create a custom page and create a custom contact page. So we did that using JotForm. So if you use a service like JotForm, where they let you create a form and they'll give you an embed code, you can actually embed that into a custom page. And on that custom page, you can also, you know, add photos or really do whatever you want. And just recently we removed the 944 pixel width limit on custom pages. So up until I think it was earlier this month, if you created a custom page, it could only be 944 pixels wide. Those of you guys who are in design, you know that that's kind of an internet standard. But there was a lot of people who wanted to make those pages wider and different. And so what we did was we actually removed that. And so now you can make your custom pages as wide as you want them to be. There's actually a little option. If you guys haven't seen it, you go to website and custom pages. we just got a new one. There's a little checkbox right here that says remove the default page width. Now, when it comes to custom pages, and especially if you go in and you start adding embed code or go to source and start putting in source code, that is what we consider custom code. And while we will do our absolute best to help you with that, we cannot offer technical support on that custom code. So if it's not working, if it's doing something weird, chances are we're probably just going to say, hey, you've got to remove the custom code. We can't really help you with that part of it. But the option is there. You can embed videos on custom pages. There's a lot of different things that you can do in custom pages. One of my favorite Zenfolio features. We've done quite a bit on them, so definitely go back, search the YouTube channel, just type in custom pages on Zenfolio or go to our channel and search for it. And I know that there is a custom contact page tutorial, but I think there's a couple of other ones as well, like a contract page and something like that. So definitely go check that out. All right, let's see. Let me grab one more email question really quick. Next to the photo is it says visit shop, and then there are some print prices. Is there a way to add my digital packages underneath those print prices so that a customer does not need to go searching for is within visit shop? I think what you're trying to ask is there a way to add your digital downloads or digital packages into the quick shop section of the buying section of a client gallery? Absolutely. So you can add anything that you want into that quick shop section in your gallery. So first, let me kind of show you guys what they're talking about here. So if we go to, and I don't know if any of these actually have it set up. So let's see. Let me go to this gallery really quick, and we'll just switch this. I always click the wrong button. We'll switch this gallery's price list around to this Weddings 2018, which you guys can see has a lot of products in there. All right, and then what I'm going to do is we're just going to open up this gallery into customize view so we can take a look at how the buying experience is set up. So if I click on this right here, if I go to a photo and I click on it, this is taking me to what's called the quick shop page. And over on the right, that's weird, on the right, that is where the quick shop options are right here. And so you can see right here, as we were looking earlier, there was a lot of products in that price list, and it definitely does not look like everything is showing up here. So in that case, the client would have to go and click visit shop, and then, they wouldn't see this, but they would go to the shopping page and kind of browse around and, look at everything else. Well, if you want to keep them on this quick shop page where, in my opinion, it's really simple, you just need to make sure that you have everything that you want to offer for sale on the quick shop list. And so to do that, you're just going to open up this price list right here. You're going to open that up and make sure that you have all of your products added in the quick shop list below. So if I scroll down, you can see right here, it's set up to automatically add 10. And what we want to do is we want to turn that off and then go ahead and then just make sure that we have everything added, which this price list has a lot of stuff. I definitely don't recommend having a price list quite this large. That's a lot of products. Chances are your clients are probably going to become a little indecisive, maybe even frustrated when trying to purchase products if they're having to view through that many products. And again, too, I really like starting off with a small, streamlined price list. So that way you are creating opportunities for your clients to come back when you add more products to it, other than just discounting them, like we talked about in the beginning of this. So now that I've got everything added over to that quick shop, there's actually no need for that visit shop to be there if we don't want it to be there. So if I jump back to the client gallery here, and now we go take a look at this. When I click on a photo, right over here, now everything that I have to offer is in the quick shop. And if I wanted to, I could turn off this visit shop, which I usually recommend. I do find that it does tend to confuse people when there's both options that are there. And if you want to do that, you can just go to Edit, Page. We're going to go to the Quick Shop options, and then it's called Shopping Setup is what we're looking for. So Options, uncheck Use Default, go down to Shopping Setup, and then you can just say Use the Quick Shop only, and go down here, hit Apply. And if you want that to be your default settings for all of your galleries, just save it as default, and then click that Publish button right up here in the top right to make sure those go live. And now let's take a look at how this works. So if I click here, Visit Shop is now gone, and it gives me a lot more room for my Quick Shop, which is kind of what I prefer. Again, usually because I don't have this many products in my Quick Shop list, and it's really easy for my clients to see the products and to pick which ones they want. So anyway, I hope that kind of answered your question about that. Let me check on you guys here in chat really quick. Let's see. Joseph says, I created a custom page that I would like to share. However, I would like a masked URL to share. Any help? I have heard of some services that will do that. However, I'm not sure if I would recommend that or not, because I do know that if you do any kind of domain masking, it can alter the website. Now, with that being said, depending on what you're kind of wanting to do, there are some things that you can do with that URL in custom pages. So if we go back here to custom page, and I say create new, and let's say I give this, title Joseph, but I don't really want that to be the URL. Or maybe I say this is Joseph's custom page, but I don't really want that to be the URL. I can actually go right here and I can actually change the URL. So by default, the URL becomes the title. But you can actually click in here and you can change this to say, Mike's page or whatever you want it to say. And then you can save that. And that URL is going to be different. So now if we look up here, you can't see it. Let me pull this down. Now if you look up here, the URL is not that title. It actually says Mike's page. So you can do that. I'm not sure if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to try to get rid of the first part, which is up here, this is just going to be pulling from whatever your default domain name is. So if you're using the Zenfolio default domain like I am, it's going to look like this. If you want to get rid of the Zenfolio.com, then you'll probably want to go ahead and just set up your website to have a custom page. Now, the other thing that you could do is you could use a service like Bitly or like Google Short Links. So Google does have a short linking service. There's actually an add-on you can get in your Chrome browser right here called goo.gl link shortener, I think is what it's called. And it'll actually shorten this link and kind of mask it. So if I hit this, it's going to turn that link into this. But you could also actually use a service like Bitly if you wanted as well to mask that out. So definitely something that you could do there. But hopefully, Joseph, that kind of gives you some ideas. Maybe that kind of answered your question. If not, let me know. I really tried my best on that one. Let's see. Isaac says, can you talk about offering free shipping by way of coupon codes? Additionally, is there a way to restrict or limit shipping options? Would you recommend limiting shipping options? So shipping is one of those things that I really do not like to get into altering and messing with unless you're doing self-fulfilled. If you're doing self-fulfilled where the shipping is pretty much in your control, or at least in the lab that you're going to use to do the fulfillment control, then you can kind of play around with it. But if you're using Zenfolio's integrated vendors, I don't like messing with the cost of shipping. Now, with that being said, there are definitely situations where people want to give, free or discounted shipping. And you can also, you can't really limit the shipping options that are available from the lab. There's not really a way to limit that. That's kind of in their control. But you can definitely set up and, charge set shipping fees. Again, I really, like to express caution when you're changing the shipping, especially if you're using integrated vendor labs. So first, to answer your first question about free shipping by way of coupon code, you could absolutely do that. You just need to create a coupon code that does it. So if you go into selling, you can go to coupons and campaigns, and you can click new right here. And then depending on if you're needing to create a bunch of these, you could do a coupon campaign, or you can just do an individual coupon. So I'm just going to call this coupon free shipping. And then for the coupon code, we'll just do free ship 10. Whatever you want to call it, that's going to be the code you give to your client. And then for the coupon value, what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to discount shipping. And if you want it to be free, you can do it a couple of ways, but you could say, you have to check discount shipping. You could say an amount. And so if you want to just give a dollar amount off of shipping, like maybe you want to give them a $5 shipping discount, you could do that. But if you want it to absolutely be free, you could do 100% of shipping is free. And you could even cap that off. So if you wanted to say, as long as you're not ordering a truck or something crazy that's going to cost a lot in shipping, I'm gonna give you free shipping, but only up to $20. Anything over that $20, you're gonna pay for. So you can do that right there. And then you can also limit the gallery that this can be used in. So if you only want this to be used in a specific gallery, you can do that. You can also make that shipping only free for certain products. So if you want it to only be free for if they order a package, you could do that and turn off everything else. And then down here, you can set up a maximum number use. So if you want them to be able to use it only once, and then that coupon expires, you can. You can also set up an order minimum, which is what I would definitely do if you're discounting shipping, because you want to make sure that you find that balance of how much can I discount before this is costing me money and I'm still making a little bit. And then once you kind of know that, then you can set this coupon up and you can put that order minimum in here. So let's say that if you do the calculations and you know that they've got to spend at least $75 with you before that shipping will really cost you a lot, you can set that minimum value to say, any order over $100, you can use this coupon and your shipping will be free up to $20. So you can do that, create that kind of coupon. You can create a coupon campaign. It really gets down to the specifics, but I can't say enough how I really caution people on discounting shipping or giving free shipping, especially when you're using integrated vendors. I don't mind discounting the products because it's really easy to calculate that. You know what your markup is and all that. For the shipping, the labs are what's deciding how much they're going to charge for that. And I don't like messing with it. Hopefully that kind of answers your question. Now, as far as limiting the shipping goes, if you're using our integrated labs, there's not really a way to limit the shipping options that the clients get to choose from, but you can kind of go in here and set up a custom shipping price if you want. And again, I'm very cautious when doing this. But if you go into a price list, you can go to price list settings up in the top right corner. And I think this option is only available to those of you guys who have a premium business or advanced account. So definitely something that you'll want to check and make sure. If you don't see this option, you probably just need to upgrade your account level. But we're going to go here, and what we're going to do is go down and we're going to find the shipping section. And this is where you can not really restrict, but you can set up custom shipping fees. So if you don't want to let the clients choose from the shipping methods that are offered, you go right here and you can put in your term for that shipping method and the price here. But as it says right here, you're responsible for any difference between the price paid and the actual shipping cost that would be charged by the lab. So some things to think about when you're doing that. Shipping is just one of those things that I really do not like to mess with, just to be quite honest. All right, let me get back out of this. Let me grab some coffee really quick, guys. Cheryl said that if everybody stuck around till the end, she was going to try and share a picture of her Halloween costume. So this should be interesting. You know, I was really this close to putting on my hot dog costume for you guys today. And then that little voice inside of me said, don't do that. Actually, it was my wife. She said, don't do it. But I was pretty close to doing that. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys, I got to refuel here. Forevermore Photos says, can I ask an off-topic question? It would be great to have one of these that are just open to Q&As. Well, hey, actually, these are all open to Q&As, but definitely, I mean, I would definitely love to do these where it's just send in your questions. You know, we encourage all questions. I try to stick to a topic, but you guys are definitely welcome to ask any question that you want. I will do my best to answer it as long as I can. You guys are definitely welcome to ask any questions that you may have. Absolutely. Let me grab another email question really quick. Let's see. Is there a way to allow a certain group of photos to be searchable, but not all the photos in my site? Specifically, I do product photography and I want to allow my clients to search photos by a product code, but only a certain group of photos, not all of them. Absolutely. So you can definitely do this. There's a couple of different ways you can do that. One is by changing the access. So if you don't want all of your photos to be included in that search, then what you could do is, you know, click on a group. Let's say we don't want, you know, most of our photos being included in this search results. You can go to a group, go to access, go to the search settings and set do not include in any search results. And then if you have a specific group of photos that you want people to be able to search through, then you can set that group to allow searching on your site only. And then you'll want to make sure that you keyword and title the photos so that they can be searched for. Now, one of the things I want to caution you with is whenever you title, you caption, you keyword these photos, for this particular search, it can take a little bit of time for that to be indexed by the system and for those results to start showing up. So the other option that you have is you can create what's called an open event. And basically an open event lets people search just that container by a keyword. Now, a word of caution, it has to be exact. And the only reason I'm suggesting this is because you mentioned that you did product photography and you want to let them search by a specific product code. And so in that case, as long as they're entering the exact code that you have keyworded in whatever photos, this type of search would work. So just to give you a quick overview of what that looks like, if we go in here to weddings, and let's just say this wedding right here, I want to actually convert that to an open event so that people can come in and search those photos. I could go right here, say convert to event. We're going to convert that over to an open event, which right here, visitors can search event photos by keyword. And so I'm just going to save that. Now, that again is another feature that you're only going to have access to if you have an advanced account or a premium business account. So if you don't see that convert to event, that means that you need to upgrade. But the nice thing about using an event for this is that the results are instantly searchable. So now if I go into this gallery right here, and let's say that I want to find this photo by searching for a specific product code, like let's say this one is 007, and I'm just going to hit save. And let's say that maybe this photo's product code is 008. So as long as those exact keywords are in there, we'll do 008. And then just to make it fair, to give a better example, I'm also going to go to this other wedding right here that's inside of that event. If there's anything, oh, there's nothing in it. Let's go back here and we'll just go ahead and keyword another photo really quick. One way down here, we'll say that this photo is also a 008. So we're going to go to details and we'll say this photo 008, save. All right. So now I've keyworded those. And as long as I put in that exact keyword, only those photos will show up. So if I go over here to weddings and we go to preview this, it's going to take me to a search page that looks like this. And this is where I can enter that product code. So if I do 007, hit go, it's going to pull up only the photo that has 007 in it. Or if I swap this over to 008, only the photos that have that particular code in it are going to show up. And basically that search is just limited to what is inside of that event or what's inside of this container right here. That's behind my giant head, I guess. This container right here. All right. All right, let me get back to photos really quick, and let me make sure that I'm caught up you guys in chat. We got about 4 more minutes left. Make sure you get those questions in there. I'll try to get to them. There is a delay, so by the time you hear me say 4 minutes left, there's probably only about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see. So, Stephanie says, when I said website, I meant my Zenfolio website. Did I miss a question? Let's see. Roxanne says, no, we missed the hot dog costume. Oh man, I'll try to have a photo for you guys next week. Still waiting on Cheryl to send over the photo that she said she was going to be sending. Let's see. Stephanie says, I was seeing if there was a video for help setting up our website layout on Zenfolio, or if there was live help chat for that. Hey, Stephanie, absolutely. There are tons of videos on our YouTube channel that cover that topic. So there are lots. In fact, we hit our 100th live stream not too long ago. And we did that. I actually started a whole series that goes through setting up your website. So it takes it all the way through to building a client price list and all of that. But there's also live chat available as well. There's a little icon right here. And when you see that, that means that live chat's available. You can click on that. Excuse me. You can click on that and talk to one of our support agents. Our support team is awesome, you guys. They are all photographers as well. Wonderful people. I can't say enough good things about our support team. Definitely reach out to them if you have any questions. They would be more than happy to help you with your website, to help you get it set up, and different things like that. And then as Cheryl was saying, there's also a 40-minute one-on-one session as well. And somewhere, I think up in here, if you go to help, there are lots of different options up here as well. Now, if you can't find what you're looking for, Stephanie, and if the live chat icon's not there or it's not working, you can always, always, always reach out to us by going to zenfolio.com/contact, this little link right here. And there is always somebody around, even if it's the 4th of July or Christmas, there's always somebody around answering emails that can help you get your website set up. So definitely reach out to us. We are more than happy to work with you on that. But there are lots of video tutorials on the YouTube channel that go through that process of customizing that until you're able to actually get in touch with somebody to help you as well. All right, guys, we've got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the live stream. I do want to say thank you guys to everyone who came out and hung out with me today. You know, Joseph, let's see. Who else do we got here? Joseph, Stephanie, Mike, Home Phone, Forevermore. All of you guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Mike says top rate support. I love them. Absolutely, guys. Our support team, I can't say enough good things about them. They are phenomenal. In fact, they've kind of made me a little short when I'm contacting other support agents. I kind of compare the service that I get from Zenfolio with others, and sometimes it's hard to remember that not everybody is as awesome as our support team. But like I said, we have a phenomenal support team. All right, 50 seconds left. I'm not going to have enough time to get another question answered. Like I said, I do want to say thank you guys to everybody who came and joined us today. I just want to make sure that I didn't miss any questions. Those of you guys who are watching the recorded version, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. make sure that you click the like button. And then, guys, make sure you check out the links in the description below these videos. They go to the blog post, to different question documents, lots of useful information down there. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time. Again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. Make sure that you check out the links. Cheryl just threw a link in the chat for a one-on-one session. Definitely go hit that up. Take advantage of our customer support as well as our customer success. It looks like she might have thrown out a link to her Halloween costume as well. So definitely click that link and check it out. It's in the chat. Don't forget, guys, we do the live stream every week, same time, same place. Make sure to click the subscribe button. And until then, I hope you guys all have a safe and wonderful weekend.